Welcome back to Tabletop 24, welcome back to the UKGE press event. I'm here with Paul and Livy from Next Dimension Games. We've previously seen their last game, which is now all sorted, but we've got some more stuff here, and that's more important, isn't it? So what we've got some new stuff.
Well, right in front of us, we've got a game called Cabageddon. It's all about running a taxi service in the post-apocalyptic future. It's going to be hitting Kickstarter very soon as a print and play. So we're trying something a little different to the normal big box kind of distribution. And yeah, it was all Livy's concept, the idea of taxiing people through the post-apocalyptic future.
Very good.
So let me talk you through the game a little bit.
Yep.
The idea is you start at the city. You will have a passenger who will have a layout of terrain cards that you have to cross to get to the second city. So there's a whole bunch of different passengers, all with different layouts, so you get a lot of variety every game. The way it plays is you pick which route you're going to do, so you pick a card, turn over to the terrain, move on to it. That will cost you 1 fuel. The terrain also may damage parts of your car, so this one doesn't damage anything, but if you scavenge for scrap, which you can use to spend on upgrades, you'll find it'll damage either the wheels or the engine. So you can damage, you mark the damage on your car by exerting the card, and then you record the scrap. And then you do the same again, working along from terrain to terrain. Now there's 3 different types of terrain, easy, medium and hard. The easier terrain, the less damage it's going to do to your car. You might even get across without a scratch. Problem is, it's not worth very much if you need to scavenge for scrap. So you want to hit those hard terrains to try and get more spends at the end of the course. And yeah, so you keep going all the way to the other end. And the more complicated the passenger, the more points you'll get at the end of the day. And some passengers also have bonus. So the zoologist here, if you find 2 cards with beasts on them, then you get an extra set of bonus points, which go to your final score. And at the end of the game, like I say, it's a solo game. As many passengers as you can transport. You finish by either transporting all the passengers, or you run out of fuel, or you destroy your car entirely by losing all the wheels and the engine, and you're stuck in the wasteland forever.
Perfect fits an end to a sort of post-apocalyptic cab driver.
Yeah, absolutely.
So obviously Cabageddon's coming out in the next sort of couple of weeks.
The next couple of weeks or so on Kickstarter, yeah.
So obviously print and play people can get that there.
Yeah,
there's a couple of other games that you're showing off this weekend. If you want to give us a very brief overview of those that are going to be future.
Yes, future games, very, very quickly. So the furthest off one is one called Movie Studio Mogul. This is a dice placement Euro game, which is all about trying to grow a movie studio from the start of cinema in the 1900s or through the black and white era, then through the golden era and into the blockbuster area, finishing in the 80s with big blockbuster films. So you're trying to grow your studio, recruit directors, actors, option the scripts, and make the films, make more films better than everyone else who's trying to do the same. There's also some area control right in the middle there, because you've got to grow your plot out, build your studios, so you're competing over space to try and get the best studios that you can.
Perfect.
So that's the furthest off one. That's in play testing this week, so you can test it over the weekend.
Okay. The
other game that's the second closest is one called Space Raiders. Now, this is all about a ship set in the far distant future. The ship has crashed, and you are a raider. Your job is to get on board, grab as much of the goodies and the loot as you can, and get off again in one piece. Sounds really easy. It's all dice driven. So you're rolling your dice, you roll 3 dice, and then you're picking which one's got the best combination of options for the actions you want to carry out. Actions could be moving around the ship. It could be using a hand teleporter to pick up a piece of loot and teleport it back to your ship. It could be to engage some of the ship's control systems. So if you engage up here, you might engage the airlocks for anyone who's down in here and suck them straight out into space. What you've got to be careful of, though, is the aliens who are also on the ship. They're making their own actions, wandering around. And there's an android as well who's following a set route. You want to keep clear of him. So the ship is fraught with dangers, but you really want to be getting that loot. Plays really quickly. It's really an easy-to-learn game, but it's all about the chaos that happens when you've got 6 people going crazy, trying to raid each other and plan their actions in advance without actually knowing what everyone else is doing.
Perfect. So obviously, if any of those sort of work for you, check these guys out. Obviously, check out Carmageddon, which will be coming out in the next couple of weeks or so. We'll pop the link for that down below. Thank you both for your time. We'll catch you again soon. Take care.
Thank you very much. See you soon.